Hello, and welcome to another episode of Glam Care Academy with Nurse Amy. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. I really appreciate you. So, what skills do you have? How about selling those skills to make extra income? Sounds like a good idea? Yes. So, the reason why I'm actually, again, Glam Care Academies, where we're talking about we talk about nursing stuff because I'm a nurse, but we talk about business mostly and being an entrepreneur and starting your own business, scaling the business to make more money and stuff like that, to diversify and to have multiple streams of income, right? So those are things we're going to be talking about on this channel because I want to talk about them because that's where I am right now. And it will be nice for you to come on the journey with me. So I was in class with my student and again, I share my dreams with them. I share my aspirations and some of them, it's interesting because my students say that I inspire them. They inspire me. And then we talked about different skills. Now, if you don't know this about me, I'm a writer, um, so I need to get my work published. I'm also a filmmaker, meaning I like performing arts and movie making and all that good stuff. So that's a skill I have, and that's a skill that I want to pursue. And one day, I would like to actually do movies that reflect stuff in healthcare. So I'm finding a way to kind of marry them together because I've kind of always separated them. So a lot of people know me as Nurse Amy, but they don't know this other part of me that I do. And I've never really brought them together. But I'm actually thinking of it now because my students are encouraging me to. So what is the skill that you have? One of my students was like, I don't have any skill. I'm like, really? You don't? Everybody has a skill. Is it telling jokes? That's a skill. So maybe that's one thing you want to portray. That's something you can get. My go-to place is YouTube because maybe I'm old school. I don't know, but YouTube because I'm on YouTube and it's like a TV house for me. It's my Netflix, is my network. Does that make sense? However, you have people on Instagram, you have people on Facebook, you have people on TikTok. Okay, you have people on Twitter. One thing I have found though is this niches or this tribes or this platforms do not necessarily cross over. So some will. So you can have people from Facebook also coming on YouTube, and that's it. But pretty much they stay Facebook people stay Facebook, YouTube people stay YouTube. Now everybody uses YouTube to search. So I like YouTube. Instagrammers just stay on Instagram. Those on Twitter, they don't leave there. That's where they dominate. And then of course TikTok is taking the world by storm, and that's where some people are that's all they're using to promote their business. So pick whichever platform you're comfortable with, and then sell your skill on that platform. So you can't tell me that you don't have a skill. I meet a lot of nurses. I meet a lot of people coming into the nursing field or the healthcare field. So predominantly CNA students, MA students, people taking their CPR and stuff like that. And even nursing students, okay? I meet pre-PA students, pre-med students, pre-nursing, and nursing students because I also do private one-on-one tutoring. Okay. And a lot of them are like, especially for those that have been in the field, they're like burnt out, like me, burnt out. And they're like, I really want to do a business, but I don't know what. I don't have any skills. I have people in my CNA program telling me, I don't have any skills. And then once I get through with them and I talk to them, they're like, oh, that's a skill. Yes, telling jokes is a skill. Be funny. Get paid for it, right? People like to sing. I do have one of my colleague actually who does karaoke singing, and I've been trying to get her to get on one of the social platforms. She's in of a certain particular age, and she doesn't understand the social platform thing because she thinks it's for the millennials, for the young ones. Well, get with the program, okay? That's a skill you have. If I can do it, you can do it. So singing, okay, writing, that's a skill, okay. Let's see, gardening. One of my students, again, in talking to them in class, found out I really love to garden. And I'm like, there's a colleague of mine I worked with, a CNA, who what does she call it? I can't remember the name now. But she plants and sells exotic flowers, exotic plants. And I told this student of mine, I'm like, that's something you can do. We can work on it together. I don't mind working with people. I work with people all the time. I have another student, she likes to make hair, and she makes her own wigs. Actually, I'm trying to get her to do a wig for me. Yes, I wear wigs. And a blonde wig. Yeah. Something I'm working on, but we'll see. And she's like, okay. And then now we're in the process of trying to find how she can get vendors. And she's already thinking about it. I'm like, you have a skill. You have a skill. There's one that does makeup on the weekends when people go to parties. I'm not a makeup. I can wing it. But for those people who contours and they do makeup and they just transform you, this is what she does. She's got those pictures. She's on Instagram. She's in her 20s. So again, Instagram comes very fast and quickly, and it's second nature to people of that age. And so she takes all those pictures. I'm like, well, this can be a side hustle. So what is that skill you have? You can sell it. What do I mean by sell it? You can monetize it. You can have, again, this is what I'm all about. Multiple streams of income. There's nothing wrong in being a CNA. There's nothing wrong in being a nurse on the floor. There's nothing wrong in being a physician, a doctor, a nurse practitioner. There's nothing wrong with any of those. But I can tell you right now, that's working for someone. Now you can also have your own business doing those things, but you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. That's where I'm going with this. Find something you can monetize, you can scale up to bring you more money. Okay, we all want more money. Okay. There's another of my students. I'm so proud because that's why I'm like, it's time for me to also put my money where my mouth is. I have been a business consultant. I have been that, and now I need to be consulting with me. I have a student of mine who started a scrubs business, okay, marketing, doing scrubs, and she's been doing it. She didn't really think it was, she was like, oh, it's just something I do on the side. Well, you can scale that up. That is your skill. You're a business person. She likes to sell. And she's like, I really wanted to do scrubs. I'm like, okay, let's take this from the zero where you are right now, or maybe two, because you're already kind of looking at scrubs and buying and selling and recycling. How about us making it into a business? Let's look for vendors, right? So that's a skill you have, a business. Some people just love to sell. Okay, if I'm looking down, I have my points on my notebook here. Logos. Some people make logos. Actually, one of my students actually helping me do a logo. Okay, and some people are that creative. That's what they do. So if it's something you do, get on any of those social platforms and market your skills, sell your skills, find a way to build on those skills. Okay. People do t-shirts, which is, branding, making merch, people would, for me, I kind of can wing designing t-shirts, but then again, I'm also looking to collaborate, and actually with my students, because the person making my logo, if he comes up with that logo and I like it, I want to put it on t-shirts, on merch. Okay, multiple streams of income. Okay, so I'm encouraging him. He's in nursing school. I'm like, this is a way to get pocket money. You're very good at this. You're very artistic. What are you waiting for? It's like, oh, I never thought of it this way. Well, that's why Nurse Amy's there. I'm helping you think about it. That's one way you can bring money in. Okay. So that also, I'm going to tie it with design. People are so good at designing. They can design book covers, they can design logos, they can design for t-shirts, they can design for your business, they can design anything. Okay, I'm gonna tie that into with people who illustrate. Okay, a lot of my books do not need illustrations. However, I did pass this student of mine to a friend of mine who actually does children's books, because it's all about drawing and illustrating. And he's like, oh my God, Nurse Amy, I didn't. I'm like, okay. Again, put good out there, good will find you. Okay, what else? People are financial advisors. People are going into, some people are so good with money. They're good at advising people on how to spend and how to conserve and how to monitor their expenses, how to keep receipts, how to manage their businesses. If you are good at advising people on how to manage their money, go manage people's portfolio. I would love to have someone helping in that aspect. I'm not a spendthrift. I really am one of those people that, because again, I don't want to be without. So I'm very careful with money, but there are people who need help. Okay. Now, I said I'm not a spendthrift. That doesn't mean I don't need anyone to financially to help me. I'm interested in investing. That's I kind of look at that. That's another stream of income. Investing is good. You invest in yourself, and you also invest in businesses, in companies, things like Google, like Amazon, like Coca-Cola, like Netflix. I love my Netflix. So these are things we use all the time. Why not get shares or fractions of shares? Something I'm looking into. Some people just know how to do this. That is a skill. Okay. Credit repairs. Some people, in fact, one of my friend do credit repair. She knows someone who does it, and I'm like, oh wow, it's another nurse, actually a CNA. So I'm like, oh my God, I would love to bring her on my channel so she can talk about credit repairing. People want to repair their credit. Are you kidding? I don't want to repair my credit. I don't have excellent credit. So it would be nice to have someone help repair credit and also teach you credit counseling. Does that make sense? That is something you're going to need whether you're in business or not. That is a skill. Sell your skill. Okay. Real estate is something I've done in the past. Oh my God, I've done so many things. I've done so many things, but real estate is great. Real estate is booming in this times. Real estate is so good. My husband keeps telling me maybe I should go back to real estate. I don't know. I don't know, but real estate is good because buying and selling properties, landed properties, is a good way to increase wealth, to gain wealth, to increase wealth, and to maintain wealth. Real estate is always good. Real estate is always in business. So that's your skill. You can get on YouTube. There are people on YouTube now selling and teaching you how to buy and flip houses. Are you kidding? You know, people on Instagram doing that. People on TikTok, I'm sure. People have Facebook groups where they're teaching people. Sell your skills. Okay, these are things you can do. I'm not only talking to people in healthcare. I'm also talking to people who are looking for different streams of income. You want to scale up. Okay. Another thing is, oh my God, this one has been something I was interested in, but I didn't follow it up. But who knows? I might do it later. Again, do not limit yourself. Being a tax preparer, you know, you help people file taxes. You have HR Block. You have Liberty. Is it Liberty Tax and something? Now it's either, because I think you have to go for, I don't know how long now, but you have to go for some kind of training. And some people just know it. They know how to help people file taxes and they turn into a business. Some people are so good with financial matters. Sell your skill. You don't even have to learn if you don't want to do all that. You can just have a business, employ people to do that business. Is a skill, right? There's so many. What is your skill? Sell your skills. Get on social platform. Have a blog. Talk about your life. Talk about being new moms. Okay. One of my friend. One thing I do. I'm a motivational inspirational talker. Is that what you call it? Because I've done that before. I've been invited to churches. I've been invited to some women's organization to just talk about motivational speeches. I do that. It's something I might actually pursue. I'm gonna have some ebooks just talking about how, personal development and awareness and things like that is something that I love to do. So that's a skill of mine. Again, do you see how I'm wearing so many hats? And I'm going to realize all of this by God's grace. So that's something. Sell your skill. Okay, don't just sit and say, oh my God, because there are times when you don't have to be in nursing or in healthcare for as long as I have. I can tell you right now, I've been doing a research. One book, hopefully it's going to be finished one day. I'm going to publish it, is bullying in the nursing culture. And one of the things I found out in my research is that with the millennials, especially for those of you who are in that group, I'm not a millennial, definitely not. Ooh, they are into instant gratifications. Okay, so that means if the money isn't coming how they want it to come, they're onto something else. It's not about loyalty, it's about who can pay more. There's nothing wrong with that. Actually, we all should get on that train. Loyalty is good, but you also want to be paid, right? So in my research, I came across the fact that in nursing, in healthcare, the average lifespan for a millennial, you can Google it, it's right there, is 5 years. That is short. That is short. So because I do find a lot of younger people coming through my class, and they don't have, not the kind of patients that people of my age bracket have. We were taught to painstakingly, long suffering, and just keep at it. That ship sailed. Okay, now we just got to make money. You got to make money. Okay, there's nothing wrong in making money. No one should shame you for wanting to make more money. Now okay, so I'm going to stop here. Sell your skills. If you want me to talk about this some more, what is that skill that you have? Look inwards, look around you. What are the things that you love to do? That's your skill. So let's sell and market those skills. And I'll be coming up with more videos on how to do so. So until I come your way again, please subscribe for more informative and educational videos. Remember to visit Nurse Amy Academy or Nurse Amy TV channel, and follow me on my social media. And please come back, and I'll see you in my next video.